Hey cruisers, good morning from Carnival Splendor. Today I'm going to show you my quick port day makeup routine. So my goal is to try to keep this under 10 minutes. So I brought out the trusty iPhone timer and I have started it. And we're going to see if we can't do this pretty quickly. So we're going to be going to Madonna Beach today, having a nice beach day. So I'm going to be focusing on sun protection first and foremost. So we're going to start today with my Urban Decay Vitamin Infused Complexion Spray. So I'm just going to give myself a little misting of that. And then, woo, that was definitely very misty. And then we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of sunscreen. So this is an Obagi Medical Sun Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This came in my Amazon Sun Care box, which we will link to in the description below. So I'm just going to put this on my fingers and apply it to my face really quickly and my neck as well. So I have lash extensions. I'm going to actually get my hair out of the way a little bit here. I have lash extensions right now, so I'm kind of trying to avoid the lash area with anything that's super oily or creamy, but I do want to make sure that I get kind of right underneath the brow area so that I don't burn my eyelids. So here we go, getting a little bit on the ears. Okay. Bonking my microphone as we go. Sorry, guys. If you're hearing thumping noises, that is why. All right. So we have sunscreen all over. And of course, I'll be applying sunscreen to my décolleté and shoulders a little bit later, more like a spray sunscreen. Next up, I'm going to use this BB Cream Golden Glow all over my face. So I'm going to use this kind of in place of a foundation. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to apply this with a sponge today. So this is a beauty blender that I got in one of my subscription boxes. I actually think this one, surprisingly, might have come from my Walmart beauty boxes that I got in April or for spring. So just applying this all around. This does not have an SPF in it. So I'll be sure to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. I'm super fair. I burn in like less than 10 minutes. If I have no sunscreen on, so I have to be super, super careful. So I've got a Coppertone Sensitive face product that I will be taking for the whole family today, and that should work. So this is blending in pretty well though. I like this in place of a foundation on a port day because it gives me just a little bit of coverage, but more of kind of a glowy, balmy coverage. You guys will have to forgive me. I just woke up and had coffee, so I have like total morning voice. Oh my goodness sakes. All right, how are we doing on time? Foundation is on and we're at 7 minutes, so I need to kick up the pace just a tiny bit here. All right. I'm one of those people who does not like to leave the house without concealer. So I am using my favorite IT Cosmetics ByeBye Undereye. I'm going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm actually going to apply a little bit of it with my fingers underneath the eyes here. And today I'm going to put a tiny bit on my lids, not a whole lot because I don't want to get my lash extensions goopy, but I do want to have just a tiny, tiny bit of coverage there. And then I'm going to use a little foundation contour brush to just kind of settle that in a little bit and blend it. I love this brush. I tend to use it more than any other that I have tried because it works just a tiny bit better than applying it with my fingers, and it's a little bit less messy and goopy. Okay. So I'm actually, next up, I'm going to apply my Lip Sense. Lip Sense is a very long wearing product, but you do have to clean your lips beforehand. So I cleaned my lips beforehand, but I brought a wet rag just to make sure that any of the foundation or sunscreen that I've just applied isn't still on the lips. So cleaning that off really quickly. And a little dryness over here. And I'm going to apply 3 coats today of Love It. So you have to let each coat dry and then you apply a gloss to seal it. You're not supposed to hit that on your hand. Sorry, it's not good for the wand. Give it a nice shake. And then I am not going to talk while I do this because I need to keep my lips separated, but this shade is called Love It. 2. Okay. This is actually Orchid Gloss, which is kind of a nice soft pink with a teeny tiny bit of opalescence in it. So lipstick is on, which makes me feel just a little bit more human. And now I'm going to go in with a tiny pop of pink blush. This is the Ish Cosmetics palette that I really like and I use every day. This is a great for everyday wear. And this came in my FabFitFun box. So I'm going to do just a tiny bit of bronzer. I have a new Sonia Kashuk brush it's applying a little bit heavier than I like. And I ended up with a big blob of bronzer in the middle of my forehead the other day. So I'm going to try to apply it a little bit more carefully, but I'm going to go around the sun-kissed areas, bridge of the nose, forehead just a little bit. Let's hope we don't get another blob. And underneath the cheekbones with a tiny bit of the bronzer. No blob. We're looking okay there. And then I'm just going to do a tiny pop of this pink right here on the cheeks. And then that should do it because we'll be out in the sun today and at the beach, so I don't really need a whole lot. Okay, hopefully that is okay. Next up, I'm going to do just a teeny tiny bit of eye makeup today. Since I have the lash extensions, mascara is definitely out for the near future. So usually what I do is take my favorite base shade, which is Say Bella from Melaleuca, and use a nice brush from Sonia Kashuk from Target, which I'll link to if it's still available. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the lids. Just a tiny bit. You don't need a lot. And this is definitely not going to be a precise activity today. We'll go a little more precise when we do our formal night prep get ready with me video, but today it's a beach day, keeping it cash, and let's see how we're doing on time. Okay, we have 2 minutes and 55 seconds and we are almost done. So a little bit of base color, and then I'm going to use my new palette from Tarte, which I will also link to. I got this on Amazon, a beautiful palette, and I'm just going to use a very neutral kind of copper shade called Wings, and I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of that on the bottom lid. Just a little copper shade, kind of a sun-kissed look. Really not going for a very made-up look today, but since we will be filming, it is kind of nice just to look human. Yesterday, I really didn't wear any makeup at all when we were in Cabo, and it was fine. But when I look back at the pictures, I look a little bit pale and kind of dead. So I decided today I was going to go with a little bit more color. And you guys, that is it. I'm not even going to apply eyeliner today because I'll probably lose it all. But we did that in just under 8 minutes. Not too shabby for a port day makeup routine. Hopefully you like it. I'm doing very little with my hair today. It's probably going to go in a ponytail, hat, or pigtails, something like that. So we're getting ready to go grab a tender ashore to Cabo. And we will see you for our next video, which is going to be a get ready with me for formal night. Until next time, get in gear and get cruising.